Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Drew. In this video we're going to start building the Academy 172nd scale A-37B Dragonfly. And as you can see here, typical of airplanes, I'm starting on the cockpit and working on the ejection seats. Once I get this all assembled, I will paint it and detail it a little bit, and then we'll move on to building the fuselage. So here I'm just cutting off strips of aluminum foil covered with Tamiya tape and painted up to represent seat belts. I thought I'd dress the cockpit up a little bit. So here's why I use aluminum foil or a foil lid. It's because something this small, I just can't make buckles for it. And unless you're using aftermarket or there's a decal, give illusion of a buckle, and you simply just go on the end and you just lightly scrape a little piece of the tape and the paint off. And it shows. I can get it to cooperate here. The foil looks like a buckle. So I don't know if you can barely see that, but anyway, it gives an illusion that there's a metal piece there and that there's a buckle. So alright, so once I've done all that, I just glue them in, and I got seat harnesses. So I'm going to finish these up and glue them into the seats, and it should be ready to move on. So there we go. Looks a little bit better. But this is a pretty basic cockpit. There's no consoles. I guess if you really wanted to scratch build stuff, you could, but there's supposed to be a few little consoles here and some buttons here. And like I said, this thing is tiny. I'm not gonna really worry about it. So it looks a little bit better with some seat belts in, but otherwise I'm gonna move on with the build. And I'm going to show you here too. What I did is you got to make sure you add some weight to this, or it's going to sit back on its tail. So I just took a fishing sinker and glued it in this side, and on this side I took some poster tack and rolled up a couple little screws or something like that and put it in there, so because it wouldn't fit together with fishing weights on each side, at least the sides that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and button up the fuselage and get on with the build. So moving on to the wings, I do have to drill out the little holes for the pylons to mount all the drop tanks and various ordnance that the kit gives you. And the assembly was pretty easy, went together pretty well. Alright guys, so that completes the major assembly. So we can take a look inside the cockpit. I think it looks pretty good. And I got the elevators on and got those lined up, so I'm gonna let that dry. And appreciate everybody watching. I'll call it good on this video. The next video we'll get it painted, get all the ordnance on, and call it done. So guys, appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, subscribe and leave a comment, and stay tuned for the next video. Take care, everybody.